What's going on, guys? Sorry. Okay. Sorry, I got an issue in my back. Okay, today's day 290. We're at 43K. 44K, actually. Okay, let's go save this here. 44K. What's going on, guys? RIBT. 212. Change here. Documents. What's going on with RIBT? RIBT's flying. I don't know why, but it's flying. All right. Oh, sorry. Got an itch. Yeah, W&W is still going, guys. Kind of a little bit of a frustrating way to end the day and the week, you know. Let me get everything set up though here. Man, my back itches. Okay. My club fitting. All right, guys.
EPSN. CJJD. CJJD.
Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get everything set up here. WNW. What was some runners today? OCGN. Bingo. We can do SNDL. Okay. All right, we'll go live now. Okay, cool. All right, guys. Let's kind of go over today's day pretty quick here. I do have to get some stuff done today, but other than this, guys, let's just go ahead and get started. I'm going to give it maybe 30 seconds for people to get on in here, and then we're just going to go over today's trading day. So, obviously, today's another green day. I fought my way back from being down. Today, this is the first time I was down any kind of size at all. This whole week, I felt like I'd just been up, and that was it. But I actually had to fight back today. I was down as much as about 250,000 or 25% on my account today. And I ended up fighting back all the way to about I was up about 186,000 or 18.6% on my account. And then I just started giving stuff back towards the end of the day. I was trying to short W&W, I was trying to long it. I longed it twice perfectly, and then I got too aggressive with it the third time trying to short it because I thought, those were two good sells. I didn't think we'd get above those levels. And then after hours, we're kind of making a move now. So, when you get volume into a lower float stock, you got to be careful shorting because those things can squeeze and squeeze hard. But, yeah, guys, so today, it was a great week. We traded pretty well this week. I'm pretty happy with the way I traded today. Could have been a lot better. One of the mistakes I made today was just kind of getting ahead of myself. Trying to trade things too quickly without letting the chart actually set up. And that cost me. In the morning, I was down almost $250,000. So, I had to fight back today. Today was one of those days where I just had to claw and claw and claw. And I ended up coming all the way back to 186 plus $186,000 on the day, but just kind of got a little too aggressive towards the end of the day there and kind of took loss after loss after loss. And that's the price you pay. But, that's okay. We move on. Next week, we're going to focus on making sure we don't make that happen. Being even more patient and more patient and more patient is the goal. But, kind of my biggest problem today was just not letting the things set up and not being patient enough. And then I had to fight back the rest of the day because I was finally being patient enough towards the middle and towards the end of the day. But, yeah. So let me go ahead and go over today's trading day. Starting now. Okay, so as you guys can see, here's all my trades on the day. This is everything that I got in and got out. So you can see GameStop, I lost $17,000 out of the gate, 1.7%. Then another $4,000, then another $3,000, then another $9,000, and literally right out of the gates, I'm long Sava, 62,000 shares at 46.49, and this thing washes out to 44.66.9. So I'm down about 150K just out of the gates, just like that. And I'm like, what have I just got too aggressive and I didn't stay patient enough. So then I'm just trying to claw back. W&W, OCGN, Bingo we took a win on, and then I took a small loss, and then AME, small winner, and then GME kind of set back, and then took a small win to replace those losses, and then I just lost it right back, and then I'm right there with GLSI, and then GME, I lost 35,000. So it's like I'm going back and forth all day long. Fighting, and then loser after loser after loser. And right here, I was down almost about $240,000 on the day. And it was just loss after loss after loss after loss. And mentally, that can wear on you. Mentally, that can drain you. And it was draining, to say the least. I was being, definitely drained mentally. But then W&W was the trade that I made everything back on, and then I went green. So all these trades that I made in here, I made back on one trade on W&W. Went long 71,000 shares, 27.36, out 31.47 on W&W for almost a $300,000 winner, and I went plus 98,000 or 9.8% on the account. And that one trade brought me back, and then I made another $109,000. So right there, I was up about, almost $190,000 on the day, $200,000 on the day, and I felt good. 29.46 in, 32.95 out. So I felt good at where I was at with those trades. And then towards the end of the day, I got too aggressive on W&W. I tried to short it, and then I tried to long it. So I'm just confused here, Short, long, and on all three of those, I lost about $60,000. And then I went short again and lost another $30,000. You can just see, literally, red trade after 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 red trade, and then I dwindled my profits all the way back down to $43,000. So, I'm human. I make mistakes, but I want to go ahead and go over the one trade that I made. That was a rock solid trade in W&W. My big trade of the day that brought me red green, and then I'll go ahead and go over some other things here in a second. So W&W, I saw this thing setting up all day, and it was just like, okay, kind of higher lows. And the thing is, this is first off, it's a parabolic bounce play. This thing in 2 days went from $7 to $160 in 3 days. And then all it's been doing is kind of selling off. Finally, we got a reperk, and today was the massive amount of volume coming through. And basically all the short squeeze is just getting short squeezed out. So this thing made a nice move up in here, and then this thing, I thought it was dead, and then we came back, and then we came down. And when we made this move right here, okay, this is where I took interest. I thought we'd get a pop and then we just drop, but we didn't. We had a nice consolidation rip, consolidation rip, consolidation rip, okay? And then here we had churning, what I call price churning. And so this is where I saw, and this is where I got interest, and I said, okay, now that there's more buyers buying this thing back up, not once, not twice, not 3 times, not 4 times, not 5 times, not 6 times, 7 times, okay? So you can see there's churning going on in there. Buyers are taking interest, and we almost retested the highs on that area. So I posted this in chat. I said, this thing had a downtrend and a rebreak, and this was going on a downtrend. So I started longing in here a little bit on these dips down in here, and then I started longing some more in here, and some more in here, and some more in here. So I basically longed every single dip, and this was going to be my stop out level. Once we got beneath 25.72, I was going to stop out. That was my stop out level. Just to make sure I didn't get stopped out, because that would have really crushed me if I got stopped out and then this thing just rips without me, right? This happens a lot where it just has a new low and then a new low and a new low and a new low, and then all of a sudden, it just rips right back up and you just got screwed over and the shorts get squeezed. So, took interest in here, started to wait for the dips, took every dip that I could, ended up with a 27.36 average, which is right about here. Okay, so that's a pretty good average for the amount of shares that I had. I had, how many shares did I have? 71,000 shares. So 71,000 shares at a 27.36 average, roughly, where that white line is. So I'm pretty happy about that average. And once this thing just rips right back up, I'm like, okay, should I sell some off? No, because I really had conviction in this thing. I said anything that we get a new test, a high a day, I'm out. So we retested new high a day, and I started scaling all out. And then we started to retest, like we had a double bottom here, and then I took interest right in here. Or where was it? Right there. So right in here, I was like, okay, double bottom, and then we're not breaking down, we broke up. So right in here, I started to scale back in, and I ended up with a 29.46 average. This thing paid me out quickly, and I said, okay, well, I want to start scaling, retest a new high day, so we retested, and I started scaling again. And I didn't expect this thing to break down like this. Now, I'm starting to look at this like a short bias, right? I'm starting to look at this like, okay, one break here. Look at all these wicks. Test, a test. And then, a breakdown, right? No, not at all. W&W just squeezed after hours. We had one more squeeze, and this thing just kind of kept chopping shorts out in here. It just doesn't give up. And I got chopped out in there. I thought, long here, nice winner. Long here, nice winner. That's it, right? Once we got this, I started shorting into that. Nothing. Shorted into this. Nothing. Covered into the close. So, and then we're making new highs after hours. So this just squeezed more shorts out. So, you know what, guys? Kind of just a bad trading day overall. Just kind of chopping out. I know it was a good comeback, and I was down, almost 25% on the account, and it's a green day to end the day. But still, it's not how I wanted to end the week. I would have liked to have made at least 15 to 20% on the account to close out the week strong. Realistically, I probably should have kind of just said, hey, let's trade small size once we came back red-green, and let's just kind of make smart trades towards the end of the day. We didn't, and I'll learn that in going into next week. I'm always learning, I'm always improving, and I'm always adapting into the market, so I hope you guys are doing the same. Those of you guys out there, study. Subscribe. Those of you guys on TikTok, enjoy me on YouTube, Cam the Man. Those of you guys on TikTok, enjoy me on YouTube, Cam the Man. If you're interested in things to look for, if you're a beginner trader, go back and look about 4 or 5 videos deep back on my YouTube, and you'll find like how to trade, how to swing trade, how to long term, and just kind of like where to look for studying content. So yeah, guys, what percentage of the account do you use for first lot of shares by? It varies so much. But I do have to head out. I got things I got to get done today. I appreciate you guys supporting me this week. What a crazy week, guys. Next week, I'm looking to improve into next week. Even if it's a smaller P&L, I'm still looking to improve and get better and better and better. So hopefully you guys had a great rest of your week. Enjoy your weekend, guys. I know here we're going to get to 6 to 12 inches of snow, so it's going to be a snowmageddon here. But I hope that you guys enjoyed your week. Hopefully you guys traded well. And if you didn't trade well, then go back and study in what you did wrong. And if you did trade well, then still go back and study what you did wrong to improve what you're doing right. Okay? Study. You know, I have tons of content for you guys to study for free, or if you want to use my paid course, there's that as well to learn my strategies. I'm not a financial advisor. Trade at your own risk. Have a plan, a process, and a strategy. Check out the links in the description below on YouTube for all my free chat rooms, my course, the brokerage that I use, the brokerage that gives you up to $1,400 free stocks, the scanners, and all that kind of stuff. Okay. As always, please like and subscribe to the channel. Click the icon below if I make new videos. Cheers, team.